Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my studio. I have a new fun project for you today. I'm going to take all of these little beads, right, not all of them maybe, but these little beads we made. These were made for a pendant lamp that I have. One of my wee webinars is pendant lamps. And these are some of the leftover pieces from that project. We did some test, pieces and decided some of these colors were a little harsh for the environment where these lamps were going to go. So I have them left over. And I'm just waiting for an idea to use them. So I don't really even know where this project's going to go direction-wise, but I figured let's give it a try. I'm sure you have stuff like this hanging around your studio, right? And if you don't have stuff like this hanging around your studio, we might want to make some. Just take your scrap glass and you're basically going to cut little about 1 inch by 1/4 inch pieces. Depending upon the glass, some of them ball up a little more than others. This is an iridized black. This is an aqua. I think we have some dichroic in here somewhere. No, that's an iridized. We've got lots of pretty colors. But anyway, I'm going to use them in a project, see if we like it, and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to take this mold here. I want to slump this project into this mold. So one of the best ways to get a dimension and a shape for this is to take the mold, put it on top of my kiln shelf. I'm going to trace around it with a pencil. There we go. I'm going to remove the mold, because if you're going to use a mold for your glass, you want to measure that mold first and make sure your glass is slightly smaller. Now I'm going to take these. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Turn some of these bigger pieces over. What I want to make sure that I do, is not have any pieces extend beyond this pencil line. I want everything to fall inside this pencil line. Look at that fun little shape. Definitely going to use that. And I want to turn these over so the flat side is down, because I like I'm going to just fire this to a tack fuse temperature. And I like the idea of having that rounded shape kind of up instead of down. And this is like working with little tiny jewels. These are so fun. I've got some red pieces. I want to make sure, in my artistic, my artistic eye, if I use red in one place, I want to use it in at least 2 other places. And I want to have it in different areas throughout the art. So I've got one here, one here, one here, one here. When you use a blue, if you have multiple shades of blue, that's really still only using one color. So I'm not really too worried about having blue everywhere. But look how fun this is. Ooh. It's kind of like a jar. It's going to be like a bowl of candy for your eyes. So I've spent a few minutes turning all of these pieces over so the flat side is on the bottom. Now I'm going to kind of scooch them into the center to try to fill up any holes or gaps, so that everything is in contact with each other. So if you're going to tack fuse something like this, all the pieces have to be in contact with something else in order for them to stick. Otherwise, the project falls apart. So we don't want that to happen. So now I'm going to kind of scooch everything in, see where I have any holes, and add some pieces. Scooch it. I don't know if scooch is even a word, but it's working for me right now. Kind of push them all in, try to close up any gaps that we have. There we are. And now I'm going to add some more pieces around the perimeter to fill up that space. There we are. And I want some other, I'm kind of using a lot of rectangles there. Let me use some other shapes. Here's another piece of red. Maybe I needed some red over here. There's a pretty dark blue. Let's see, put this one over here. The yellow, this yellow could probably fit right in there. Yep, goes right in there. All right, a little more over here. Got a nice long one. Those two are the same color, so let's go ahead and separate that with something else. There we go. It seems to be like all the same colors kind of tend to gravitate towards each other. Oh, that's an iridized. Let's see, I've got some over there. I have some over there. Let's try a piece that's iridized over here. There we are. Okay, I could use a little tightening up on this side. Put this little green one here. I need a little one right there. This is kind of coming out kind of fun. So again, these are just little itty bitty pieces that we fired to a full fuse temperature. So let's say you didn't want to cut pieces, but you wanted to try something like this. You could just take scrap right out of the bottom of your bins, and you could use that. Fell into my shoe. But I got him. Sorry about that. A little moment where a bug was getting my leg, so I had to take care of that. All right, let's keep going here. Let's see, I think I need a blue one. Ooh, an iridized one there, something, I don't know. All right, here we go. Now, okay, this is getting fun. We've got a little triangular piece. We'll tuck that in there. There we go. Okay, a little yellow piece here, a little yellow here. All right, now in some areas I'm starting to overlap my circle a little bit, so I want to make sure that I don't do that. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right, now, for fun, I'm going to put some more pieces on top. All right, well, I really like where this is going. And now I'm going to take other pieces and I'm going to put them on top for another layer, another dimension, and also to ensure that everything sticks together. And what I'm kind of thinking is going to be fun is where these pieces overlap, I'm going to get different colors. Like where this yellow overlaps the blue, I'm getting a shade of green. And I think that's fun. I think I just need to skip the tweezers and get a little faster here. So, oh, see here I'm getting a pretty green where those overlap. And really, as many pieces as I'm putting on here, I'm not even putting a dent in this bucket. So we're going to have to come up with another idea, ways to use up these pieces. So looking for your suggestions there. Feel free to, comment, give me some ideas. I could put them in a fish bowl, but I don't happen to have a fish. But that would be kind of pretty, wouldn't it? Or maybe we make a fish bowl. That could be cool, out of glass. Why not? We made a birdhouse recently. We could make a fish bowl. All right, so now I'm getting to the point where I just kind of want it done. It's like, all right, I've been playing with these pieces long enough. I think I need some over here, though. I need some long ones over here. There. So these pieces on top are going to add strength to the project because they're going to hold it together, not only where they're tack fused on the bottom, but these also bridging the top will add a little strength and structure to it. And also another dimension as far as textural quality and visual quality. So I'm kind of liking the way this is going. Let's see what else I got. Oh, maybe some red on top. Oh, this is iridized red. Yes, yes. Oh, if we have that one iridized red, we need more, don't we? Yes, we do. Let's see if we can find more of those. Here we go, another red here on top. Yep. One over there. Oh, that's next to another red, so we need one over here, maybe over here. Oh, that's a pretty iridized one there. Yeah, and more iridized. Oh, let's get some of these iridized in here. Turn it that way. This one over here. This one over here. Oh, another one right there. Okay. All right, so more red. Oh, let's see, put this one right here going that way, this one over here going that way. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with the way that's looking. Oh, maybe I need a little more over here around the perimeter. Let's see, let's put this one here. And gosh, I could tinker with this all day long because it's kind of fun. All right, so look at this fun bucket of stuff. Look at this. I mean, this is a very deep bucket. We didn't even break the surface. Ooh, here's some more iridized. I'm going to have to put those on my project. We didn't even, oh my gosh, tap into this. So we're definitely going to have to come up with new projects. So send me your ideas, and we'll see what we can come up with for another one. Have a little more fun with these. And then, surprise upon surprise, you're probably going to be out in your studio making these little things and being like, oh my gosh, these are so fun. And not everything has to be pictorial or, pattern oriented. Sometimes it can just be abstract. And that can be just as fun. All right, so we're going to move this over to the kiln. And carry it very carefully so that pieces don't shift. Now place it in here. Oh, it's reminding me of jelly beans now that it's in there. So super fun. We're going to fire this to a tack fuse temperature. We're going to fire it overnight. Going to heat it slowly, let it do its thing, let it cool, and then I'm going to bring it back up and show you what it looks like. Hey, welcome back to the studio. So this piece with the little jeweled pieces has been firing overnight. We did a tack fuse temperature on this. So let's open the kiln and see what we have. Oh boy. So we have this spectacular, colorful piece of art with all these beautiful little openings in it. Isn't that fun? So colorful and smooth and flat on the back, and nice texture on the front. And look at the iridized red, how pretty that is. And then we've got the iridized black, a nice complement. And the yellow is nice because it's kind of a popping color compared to this. Look right here, where the green, the yellow over this blue creates a green. That's so pretty. And then here we've got the blue over the yellow, which creates a green. We've got the blue over this soft green, creates a different shade. And just some really nice fun stuff happening here. So I think we're going to, I would like to say, I feel like this is very sturdy. It feels nice and firm, and like it's capable of supporting itself in its own weight. So I think that's fabulous. So we're going to take this mold, this kiln shelf out, put it over here. I'm going to take this kind of soup bowl shaped mold, put it in the kiln. We're going to place this project back in the kiln on top of the mold. We're going to take this to a slumping temperature, and then we're going to have this fun little piece that we can, decoratively put on the table. We can, I don't know, maybe put wrapped candy in it or something. I don't know, whatever we feel like doing. Anyway, so we're going to take this to a slumping temperature, fire it overnight, then we'll bring it back out and show you what it looks like. Hi, welcome back to the studio. Got another fun project for you here. So we took a bunch of little bits and pieces that had been fused to the point where they were kind of balled up and were smooth and elongated. Took those, laid them out in a circular shape, and then tack fused those together. Then we put those in a mold and slumped them. Let's see what happened. Let's check this out. Gosh, this is like Christmas morning every day here in the studio. Look how fun that is. So I put it in this kind of soup bowl shaped mold. This is an 8-inch circle with an 8-inch mold. And look how fabulous that is. Isn't that pretty? Oh boy, lots of color, lots of sparkle. What I want you to notice right here, these excessive openings, that's consistent with slumping something at the usual slumping temperature. Where it has these, because this is an open design, sometimes these gaps tend to spread in an uneven way. So you've got a big gap here, big one here, here. And over here we don't. So maybe something I should have considered was trying to be a little more uniform with my material over here. But the way this looked originally, it's kind of busy. It was hard to tell if I was lacking material in any one spot. So this excess space could have been prevented had I slumped this at a slightly lower temperature. At the 1265, when you're slumping something that's solid, you don't have any issues like that. When you're slumping something that has big open areas, they can sometimes spread out. Now, it's also kind of the beauty of the piece and the beauty of the technique is that we have some variation like that. So, just a little bit of food for thought or a little bit for education-wise is, keep that in mind. One time I tried making something that was going to be a bird cage. Well, this happened, it slumped like this, and nothing looked the way it was supposed to, and it kind of looked like a bad rib cage instead of a cool bird cage, and I just threw it away. So keep in mind, if you fire something with a lot of openings in it, then maybe you want to do a slightly lower temperature, like maybe 1245, maybe 40 to avoid these gaps. Or in your assembly, you can see from the back, those openings. Or in your assembly, try to be more uniform with how you lay those pieces out. So spend maybe a little more time on that. But, these videos are intended to be quick, fun, easy, and learning. The opportunity to learn new techniques, opportunity to learn, things you might want to try in your own studio. And so you have some, some information, something to follow, something, some guidance in doing that in your own studio. So really love the piece. I love the way it looks in the light. So pretty, lots of sparkle. This is going to look fabulous in the sunshine. Now, of course, we're not going to serve any food in this because it's not going to stay. We maybe put wrapped candy in it. Maybe we just, I wouldn't recommend putting something like your keys in it either. It might be too fragile for that. But it's certainly lovely. It would certainly look pretty just sitting on a nice light countertop. Or maybe put a candle in it, candle with a little dish so it doesn't spill into these pieces. So, thrilled with the project. Hope you enjoyed learning how to make it. Thanks for joining me. Please consider joining my premium video membership. We've got 2 videos coming out a month, really more artistic pieces that have a lot more planning to them, and pieces where I'm going to show you how to use advanced techniques in a guided step-by-step way that makes it easy for you. So please consider joining that. If you like the video, share it, subscribe, like it, all the above. You know what to do. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Until next time, happy fusing.